Welcome to Is It Fast Live, the weekly show where we handpick, like a special greengrocers, all of our favourite news from the world of automotive and motorsport and bring it to you, our lovely viewers and our listeners, just to make sure that you get your weekly dose of what's been going on. And it has been a very, very busy week this week. We recap what happened in the Extreme E at NASCAR. Yes, that's right. Howdy, Cowboys. The Daytona 500 was back, and we have a little chat about what happened there. We've got what could only be described as one of the most gorgeous creations ever. Ferrari Resto Mods seem to be a thing. We talk about watches in our weekly Tick Talk segment. And finally, we finish on something ever so cute, but also a little bit embarrassing for a young lad.
It's 7 p.m. It's a Wednesday. Must be time for Is It Fast? And I am Other Stu, delighted to be here in a week where the country has been well and truly battered by Storm Eunice and Storm Franklin, yet our listeners and viewers have tuned in to listen to two more big gas bags. Now, apparently, Stu, I don't know if you saw this, but they've recently conducted a poll about the top 40 commuting bugbears. Have you seen this? A poll of 2,000 adults found a wide range of gripes from the drivers and those that use public transport. Now, I'm obviously not going to go through the whole top 40, but I thought I'd bring to attention a few more, simply because it would just be a little less boring than our normal content. Number one, bit of a surpriser, de-icing the car. Like, I can get it's going to be annoying, but there's not really a great deal you can do about that. Buy a garage, get one of like the newspapers, or as a neighbour of mine used to do, boil the kettle and pour it over the windshield. I'm amazed it never just cracked. I would have loved to have seen that at some point in the morning. Number two, being stuck in traffic for hours. Number five, delays to trains, tubes and buses, or when buses just simply don't turn up. Now, this has probably happened in bus systems up and down the country, but the trackers on the buses in Edinburgh, the amount of times that they just disappear into the twilight zone for buses is unreal. Number nine, people talking loudly on their phone in public transport. And or number 23, people who listen to terrible music loudly. I mean, like, come on, kids, play some decent music or even just start a sing-song. I don't want to hear the latest thing from Dave the Rapper or anything like that. Let's get some Bon Jovi going or something like that. Come on.
Bon Jovi
number
on
10,
a bus.
That'd be awesome. Halfway there, man. Number 10, cyclists running the red lights. Yeah, as previously discussed, all cyclists are cretins. There are no exceptions to this.
Discuss.
Please contact us in the comments if you've got something to say about that.
P.O. Box, we're always right at comment section.
Number 15, feet on the seats. Yeah, absolutely. Or number 32, people who eat smelly food next to you. There is a special place in hell for you lot. Number 18, the expensive price of train tickets. You absolute thieves. 22, when people don't wait for you to get off the bus, the train or the tube before you start barging on. Yeah, that's something that you should be allowed to push people on the tracks for that, surely. That's just like a get out of jail free card. Number 31, when you let someone in to get into the traffic and they don't acknowledge it. Stu, that must wind you up.
The zip theory, right? There's enough room for everybody if they actually do what they should do, which is in the highway code where your traffic, you come in together, you zip in. I had this just the other day where someone didn't let me in, and I was fine about it because I'll be honest, I didn't care at that stage. But yes, zip in, allow traffic to merge. It's in the highway code.
There you go. And finally, number 39, manspreading. Now, I don't have a problem with this because I'm bigger and therefore superior to all. And on that note, welcome to Is It Fast? We're about to talk about watches on Is It Fast?
No, we're not. That was the wrong button. You're working.
Panicking. I've not got those notes in front of me.
Yes.
I'm never wrong. Yet there, I was wrong. Ooh, this is weird.
Yes. Oh dear. It's been a busy week. The last 7 days. I will say now I am suffering from the Rona. I literally have coronavirus right now, and it's put me a little bit on a bit of a spin. So apologies for that. It has been a busy week. The world of motorsport is well and truly upon us, and over the last few days, we've had some incredible sport to enjoy, and it started in the deserts in the deserts of Saudi Arabia, like all good stories. Last week, the Extreme E season came back roaring into life as season 2 started, and it was quite the excitathon. So those of you who don't know, this is an Odyssey 21 Extreme E racing car. Last year, Extreme E came into view as the first all-electric four-wheel drive cross-terrain championship that took place all over the world, raising awareness of eco issues that affect our climate, a very important job as well. And this weekend, it was in the Saudi desert. This was the Neom Grand Prix, kind of Extreme E Prix. I didn't see a lot of Neom there, if I'm honest, but it was quite exciting nonetheless. Rosberg X Racing, yes, the team owned by Nico Rosberg, won the first of the races of the season. So very exciting for them. They pretty much had crashes left, right, and centre. There you go. If you're watching this, that is the future city of Neom in Saudi Arabia, meant to be a whole thing. I've spoke about Neom quite a lot on this, to be fair, but it changes every single time. But Extreme E, if you watch it, it's made up of different groups, semi-finals. They come together, and then the winners race in the final. There's a massive crash for Tanner Faust, which basically red flagged the final in the first lap, which was a bit of a bugger for Carlos Sainz, who'd built a 2-second lead over Sebastian Loeb in the X44 team, which was Lewis Hamilton's team, if you don't know. But it was Johan Kristoffersson that came from behind to snatch a victory for RXR with new co-driver Michaela Alin Kotolinski. Easy for you to say.
I'm glad you tackled that.
Yeah, that was a tough one. But it was a very tight run affair. Now, for those of you who are fans of Extreme E, I would recommend that you head over to our website and read a very interesting interview that was written by Timo, one of our very talented writers, who spoke to Ivy Rekiel of Extreme E. It is a great read. What I will say about Extreme E, and I said it towards the end of last year, although it's quite an interesting concept and it's very cool to watch, you don't need to do anything other than watch the highlights.
Yeah.
There, you can watch 10 minutes highlights on a Monday morning and you have got the whole thing. I know people are going to slay me for that, but that's just how I feel.
I think they've obviously got the difficult job of filming across a mass desert. We've not got a traditional race circuit where we've got cameras at every bend, things like that. So watching, I think the highlights for the race of the weekend, there were about 11 and a half minutes online, but definitely worth enjoying while you're there. Great win for the Rosberg team. An advantage of under 2.5 seconds over the Sands team. Brilliant. The race actually resumed after the crash out with a one-lap shootout where the 4 teams were released at intervals that matched how they'd entered the switch zone. Very interesting way of doing it. I think everyone could possibly learn a lot from that. I'm not bringing that up again. But fantastic racing, brilliant scenery, and yeah, the desert just looked absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, though, we got all hipped up for Extreme E. I really enjoy watching it, and we've now got a massive wait till the next one. It's 72 days till the Island X Prix, which is in Sardinia. But say what you want, the guys at Extreme E surely know how to pick their destinations.
Yeah, it always seems quite interesting. I'm still looking forward to the Scotland or Senegal round. If it's happening in Scotland when I'm actually in Scotland, so it could be a little trape up north and have a look, see what's going on.
That would be brilliant.
That would be quite cool. Yes, I think Extreme E, like any new championship, is going to take a few more rounds and a few more seasons just to find its feet. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. They're constantly playing with the rules, which is cool. They have a hydrogen Championship coming as well, which again we have an article going out on our website about that.
Extreme H.
Extreme H. I mean, it's very, very, very original.
It sounds like a cream. I've got to be honest.
Does it?
But
it sounds more like a bit of a rubbish local festival. Come Sunday to Extreme H. No, just me. Fair enough.
Or maybe like a rebooted version of Steps.
Yeah. But Extreme E, it is definitely worth watching the highlights. I can't get into it, and I think that's probably in terms of watching it live, which is a bit of a worry, seeing as I'm a Dakar fan and I watch hours of Dakar, and these guys don't go kind of anywhere as far. But we shall see. The Extreme E Championship, 72 days till Sardinia. Tell us in the comments, are you going to be tuning in 72 days' time to watch the Extreme E Prix, which is what I'm assuming they're calling it, of Sardinia? I'm not entirely sure what eco message they're telling for Sardinia. Probably something about coastlines, because that's what they tend to do at the island ones. They talk about coastlines and stuff. But
so wave power,
wave. I don't know. Longshore drift. I'm just GCSE geography coming out there. But there we have it. The Extreme E is back with us for another year, which in principle is a very good thing. We do enjoy it here at Is It Fast HQ. Do tell us what you think about it. The question that all petrol heads love to ask: C'est rapide? Is it fast? Ist schnell? That one always cracks me up. Carrying on with the motorsport theme, America is a big place and they do things on a large scale. And there's almost nothing more American and almost nothing larger than the NASCAR Championship and the NASCAR opener, which is the Daytona 500, y'all. Now, those of you who are regular tuners in to our live show every single Wednesday, 7 p.m., will know that I'm getting into American things in quite a big way. But the Daytona 500 is the traditional opener for the NASCAR season. And this season in particular is a particularly interesting time for NASCAR as they have a new generation car. Now, I'm not going to talk about that new gen car because I don't know enough about NASCAR to do it any credit. But I am interested to know how you feel about NASCAR, first of all. So tell us in the comments if you're watching or if you're listening, how you feel about NASCAR. But in terms of the 500, 200 laps, which is confusing, 200 laps of Daytona. And it was rookie Austin Cindric. I mean, first of all, if you're watching this, you can see the absolute melee that happens. You think driving round and round in a circle is pretty easy. It's bloody tough, mate. It's actually quite tough. But it was rookie Austin Cindric who claimed his maiden NASCAR Cup Series win after pipping Bubba Wallace. Now, that is a name that everybody...
Well, that is a name.
That is a name. To victory in the season opener. So he's just the fourth driver since 1994 to score his first Cup victory in the Daytona 500. After 2021 winner Michael McDowell, Trevor Bayne in 2011, Michael Waldrop in 2001, and Sterling Marlin in 1994. So he's 23-year-old. He was the champion of the second tier Xfinity Series in 2020, and he narrowly missed out on the title again last year, thanks to a photo finish. But he is as proud as punch to be the Daytona 500 winner. NASCAR, I can't think of anything much more American other than Levi's, Cowboys, a Big Mac, a Wendy's, and I don't know, Starsky and Hutch. How amazing is NASCAR, man? Like, it's awesome.
I would also add into that probably kind of barbecuing an eagle with a gun. Like you're holding the gun, not the eagle. Do you know what NASCAR actually...
flag an eagle.
That was not the kind of American song I thought you were going to sing there.
No.
From a film called Team America that we are definitely not allowed to.
Did you think I was going to say America F yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly where my head went. So yeah. Do you know what NASCAR actually stands for?
It stands for... No, I don't.
No, it actually stands for non-athletic sports centered around rednecks. There you go. something for you all to learn. But fantastic racing on the Sunday. It had everything that should be there: big wrecks, double file racing, long lines of single file racing mid race, teammates helping with the drifting of each other's, manufacturers, partners drifting together, red flags, and an amazing surprise winner. Absolutely fantastic for the young man. That was only his 8th Cup start as well. There was some great blocking in there as well. Quite a lot of the favourites were almost kind of parked or limping at the end. So it did open it up to have a bit of a surprise package. A lot of these kind of big guys looking from the ends there as well. But do you know why NASCAR have Internet Explorer?
Please tell me.
Because they keep crashing. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Nerd.
That was a nerd one.
That was a nerdy one. Yeah, NASCAR, like I've never really... I'm one of those typical Europeans in a way where you're just going round and round and it's stupid and it's brash and all this kind of stuff. But I think it's like anything. You've got to go into things with your eyes wide open and appreciate something for what it is. Ever since, I don't know why I've started getting into all this kind of stuff. I've always, for a long time, I've been a big fan of like the NFL and the NHL and kind of, sports where you're not in a car. But the motorsport thing passed me by, and we've spoken about this before, or I've spoken at you about this before.
I just kind of glaze over, but yeah,
just kind of yeah, which is fair enough. But I thought, you know what? Since I've gotten into IndyCar in such a huge way, I'm going to give NASCAR a go, and it is like there's so much tactics, so many tactics involved. Like legitimately, it's unreal. And then the drifting and the coming in behind and just a small punt. I mean, the
seeing a slingshot as well. When that's performed perfectly, they can almost leave the opponent standing still. It's a great thing to watch. I'm normally not a massive fan of NASCAR, much like yourself. It's a bit like, why do you watch NASCAR without a TV? You just flush a bag of M&Ms down the toilet. But this is the kind of race that's going to encourage me to watch a lot more.
Yeah. I'll be honest, me too. Actually, I actually really enjoyed it, and I bet it's even better when you're there. I mean, you do see there's nothing almost more passionate than an American fan, like at an American event, and the camera was always swinging to this geezer who was not sober, absolutely like, Rah! Yes, get some, and you just kind of go, this is a mate like that looks. I want to be his mate.
Do they still allow the Winnebagos into like the middle of the track?
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, because it's almost like kind of interior tailgating, which has to be the most mental thing going. So they're all there with their unbelievable.
Amazing stuff. But yeah, it was, as you say, completely surprise winner. Austin Cindric, sorry, I've got a very blocked nose, as I mentioned. Austin Cindric, who took the win from Bubba Watson, who is, even I know who Bubba Watson is. That is a super huge achievement.
Do you know who Bubba Wallace is as well?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, because Bubba Watson's the golfer. Bubba Wallace is the driver, mate.
What have I been saying?
The last couple of times you're saying Bubba Watson, who's the golfer.
Oh well, I'm sure it's Bubba Wallace, but there we go.
Sorry, we can edit that out. We're not live.
We're not live. Oh wait.
He's got COVID. Kick him when he's down.
Kick him when he's down. But tell us, did you watch the Daytona 500? Was it your jam? Did it make you go round and round? Was it fun? Or was it not for you? Is it one of these weird motorsports where you just think, I'm all right, actually. I'll leave it until next time.
Now, some more stuff from Is It Fast? Yay!
Excited about this. So, moving away from the world of motorsport and into the world of beautiful, beautiful things. Every now and again, the car industry will do something incredible. And although producing resto mods is something that is relatively commonplace, there's a couple of standout performers in the market. We've had another entrant to the market that has legitimately blown us away. So this is a pre-production version from Wellingborough-based RML, and they have made themselves a Ferrari 250 GT short wheelbase resto mod, and my golly gosh, it is one of the most beautiful things I think I've ever seen. So obviously it is a coupe powered by 5.5 litre naturally aspirated V12 engine. So far it's ticking many of the boxes. Produces 485, I know, right? 485 brake horsepower. It's got 419 pound-foot of torque, gives it 0 to 62 in around about 4 seconds, and it will top out at 180 mile an hour. RML has said that it has been designed specifically for grand touring. So it's got a bit more of a supple, dare I say, easier ride. Bespoke dampers, stiff carbon fibre body, however, to give it kind of maximum agility. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's another resto mod company that has done a full rebuild of a 250 GT, which I won't mention because it's not their time in the sun. But this, I mean, imagine rocking up in this.
This, oh my God, is one of the sexiest things we've had on the show in a long time, excluding you and I, of course, Stu.
Obviously.
I might be sitting right now, but this car is getting a standing ovation. It is that absolutely beautiful. It is going to have a modern infotainment system, electric seats, carbon fiber bodywork. The curves on this thing is just absolutely stunning. And it's what a car should be. It's just a real head turner. This has to be a dream for the winding coastal drive. I mean, this is a car that's kind of like a once a year decadence fine dining and a beautiful restaurant, bottle of wine, chunky cut chips, Kobe beef steak, and a peppercorn sauce. This is what you're arriving to have that meal in. CEO Michael Malik came away and said this is an emotive product that celebrates two things: simple, beautiful aesthetics and pure organic driving experience. By God, it looks like it. Really big fan of the stacked rear lights on it, the exposed fuel cap as well, beautiful, and the kind of the cutter front grille. That's just beautiful. And air vents behind the wheels. There they are right there on screen. That is just absolutely amazing. I don't want to put a fly in the ointment though, but how are they doing this? Is there going to be like a lawsuit coming from Ferrari? What have they got to say about this?
I mean, they must have had it signed off because
you've got to think so, yeah.
Because there's got to be. They must have had to do it. It's very unlikely that this will be coming from a 250 GT donor car because they're worth about 10 mil. So yeah, quite interested to see how they're going to do it all. There'll be a donor car in there somewhere, no doubt, some sort of Ferrari. But it is a real work of I like a resto mod when it's done well. You know, I like a classic when it's done well, but I like a resto mod when it's done well. I think if I had the means, I would probably go with a resto mod over a classic of the same period, just because we've got to live with these cars. We've got to
reliability.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and the thing is, if they were that good, they'd still be making them in exactly the same way, and they don't.
Ooh,
no, but you know what I mean.
I 100% understand it, and I agree with you, but that's controversial.
Yeah. I've accidentally put my foot in a cow nonsense there, but it is one of these things where when you mix what that looks like, because they don't. One thing I will say about there are exceptions, but one thing I will say about modern styling, and you've mentioned this before as well, nearly all cars kind of look the same nowadays. Right? There's huge similarity even between the supercars. It's if you catch someone on a bad day, you can really not tell the difference. But styling used to be so unique to a brand kind of way back when, particularly in this type of car, which was, you know, obviously high end. This, I would be all over this. I would probably pick this over a Stinger at the moment. A Singer, because I love a 911. I love the Singers. I love what they do, and I love a lot of what the 911 resto mods do. But this, and I'm not a Ferrari fan. Just I would find
you're
it.
Not. No, you've spoken about that before.
You know, I don't. But this, yes.
What really works for me here as well. This kind of homage or replica is actually being made to a larger size than the original as well. So it's a little bit more modernized proof as well. Yeah, this thing is absolutely stunning. Putting the lottery on, because when my numbers come up, this is on the bucket list.
I actually agree, and it's interesting you mentioned there, because they did say that it's now actually being made for larger humans. So if you're, I think if you're 6'4", you can comfortably fit in this. This is literally what they quoted, I believe. So that's
nothing's stopping me then.
perfect, mate. Absolutely perfect. That's the one upshot to my size is I can fit in almost anything, which is great. But yes, tell us what you think of the RML pre-production version of its modernized take on a Ferrari 250 GT SWB short wheelbase. It's about to go testing, but tell us, what do you think? I mean, if you don't think this is attractive, you might as well burn your eyes out immediately, because it is stunning. But do tell us, what do you think of that? What do you think of the resto mod scene in general? It is quite the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing.
You're tuned in to Is It Fast? And we're live, which is why it's so bad.
Yes, that's right. We are live, and we do go live every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT. We go live for your eyes. We go out also for your ears, as we go out on your chosen platform of choice for your podcast and also your social media platform of choice. And I say we go live every single Wednesday, but we're not going to go live every single Wednesday for the next 2 weeks, because can you believe it is the end of the season? We have gone for... I know. We've done 33 live podcasts with only 2 weeks of break between it, and now it's time for another 2-week break. But don't worry, because even though the weekly show won't be going live, there is plenty to get your teeth into while me and the other guy are away on holiday. I am here in Dubai for the 2021 XCAT World Championship.
Hey, Cameron Steele here, racing the 2022 King of the Hammers.
Welcome to TikTok, the show where we review things that go on your wrist and tell the time.
So everything took a creepy turn suddenly.
Not that creepy.
That should be the tagline for this show. Not that creepy.
Absolutely brilliant. Obviously, 33, a completely natural number to stop on for the number of live shows. It's like we've ended the season.
Well, we're actually stopping on show number 8 of this season. This is season, if you're not aware, if you're watching or listening to this is season 3 of the Is It Fast Live podcast, where we handpick all of your favourite news, all of our favourite news articles from the world of autosport, motorsport, automotive, motorsport, and everything in between. So this is number 8 of season 3. So we're going to take a short 2-week rest while we come back with a bigger, even better show. But don't worry, there is still plenty to watch on Is It Fast TV across our social media channels. And of course, there's all of these. You can go back and watch any of these and listen to any of these that you like. There's going to be 33 of them. Go back, listen, watch, not to mention all the shorts that we do as well. So there's absolutely loads. So we're going to go and do something else for a couple of weeks. And then make sure that you do tune in live, 7 p.m. GMT. Whether you're listening or you're watching, 16th of March, that is when the massive show will be coming back. Unfortunately, it will be me and Stu, but it will be even bigger and better. Make sure that you do tune in for some of what is going to be incredible. A bit of what really happens behind the scenes of a powerboat show, championship, King of the Hammers. We've got I know that I'm very much looking forward to that. King of the Hammer. The highlights from King of the Hammer from the United States, and TikTok, the show where we talk about I know. The show
Yeah.
where we talk about watches. Me and Stu had a very special date with an incredible watch.
We
And so,
did that.
oh,
I'm, I'm,
it was good, wasn't it?
I'm actually just wondering how I'm going to fill my Wednesday nights now. I'm supposed it's probably kind of back to taxidermy, low budget Christianity movies with stars that you kind of remember from other things and bathtub gin, I'd imagine.
I mean, that
yeah,
sounds terrifying.
Yeah, since you kind of stopped mentioning that you went to Dubai every 2 minutes, I'd almost forgotten about your desert adventure. Really looking forward to seeing the behind the scenes stuff there from you, buddy. Yeah, King of the Hammers.
Mm.
Not some kind of Blaze channel show about blacksmiths. It is an off road race combining desert racing and rock crawling. It's basically like motorized lizards with huge, robust tires kind of going over rough terrain. And yeah, a kind of a in-house TikTok as well.
Yes, it's all
we had a great
exciting.
time there. Can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, that is going to be good. And just like we practiced, what a beautiful segue.
We're about to talk about watches on Is It Fast? Is now when we talk about the watches.
Now.
Talk about watches now.
Now.
No, not about 30 minutes ago, but no.
Yeah, that was definitely my bad. Every single week, we scour the internet for the latest from the world of watches. And this week, we have stumbled upon something quite spectacular. Now, car fans or fans of automotive style brandings that go on your wrist, you will have heard of Stratton before. I myself are a massive fan of Stratton watches, and they have released this. This is the Stratton Yacht Racer Quartz, and it's probably one of the best watches, if not the best watch, that you can get yourself for under $300. The aim of the Yacht Racer Quartz is, and this is directly from Stratton, is to be an all-round, all-fun, everyday watch that doesn't break the bank, which is great. It's got water resistance. Don't care. I'm not going to take it in the water. But, you know, call it something the yacht, you should probably make sure it can go in the water. It's got screw-down crowns, sapphire crystal, something. It's durable is basically all you need to know. The Yacht Racer is available in 6 color variations and is, frankly, one of the best-looking watches that I have seen in a long time. Stratton do make some incredible watches. Head over to their website. They're not paying us to say this. The Bulldog is a particular favorite of mine as well, but any of their chronographs I just love. It's a proper watch company made by automotive, motorsport, and fast motion fans. It is awesome. The Stratton Yacht Quartz. Yacht Racer Quartz, sorry. What do we think of this?
I really, really like this. It's got a funky retro-styled design to it. Quartz movement there, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it also features a 4-beat per second chrono hand sweep as well. Really, really smart.
Ooh.
I know words.
Sweep.
Okay, sooty. I'm a really, really big fan of the suede leather strap on it. The stainless steel brush case is a 42 millimeter. Also love the kind of the tricolor tech meter round the side of it is there, matching with the thread of the straps. Have you noticed that as well? Just really nice little subtle, delicate touch, but very eye-catching. What's your favorite combo? I've got to ask you this one.
Right, so I'm struggling with this. Okay, the bluey version, if you like, is quite a classic Stratton color and combo, and I like that. But I do like this one that's kind of the yellowy, the kind of pinky, lagoonary blue, which we see here, which is quite nice. I like the green one, like it's fair enough. But I think if I was to go for what, I don't know. I nearly put an order in today. Honestly, I nearly did because there's not that many of them. I think they're only doing like 300, right? Is that?
Oh, that's not a lot for a low cost watch like that. Yeah, I
think I might be making it up, but I'm pretty sure it's a limited run. But because they nearly do everything in a limited run, Stratton. So maybe that's where I've got it from. But I think if I had to pick one, it would be this kind of the blue pink, but with the white bezel. I think.
Interesting. I've agreed with you, but I would select the black version of it.
All right.
But and no, I do like the blue pink version, but I don't think I would turn down any of the versions.
No.
Let's be fair. Yeah.
No, not at
And
all.
a really nice sailboat engraved on the back as well.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a quartz movement, so you're not getting the whole kind of diamond automatic movements that you would get on other watches. But what do you want for 300 quid? Let's be fair. And it is just a bargain.
Yeah. I think if you order it on the website right now, pre-order it, you can get it for $259, $250,
Wow.
which is a mega bargain. Again, if you don't know Stratton, they nearly always, or since I've been following them, they nearly always open up their book to pre-orders for something, and there is nearly always a discount if you pre-order it. They're very hard to come by. If you're trying to get one on eBay secondhand, they're very hard to come by. They keep their value, and they're proper. You know, the photos here are against a Porsche dashboard, center console. There, if you don't know, it is a very, very, very good brand. Their watches are incredible. There's not one in my collection yet, but there will be. I absolutely love them. But this is the Stratton Yacht Racer Quartz, the best you can get for under $300. And it looks great. Well done, Stratton. Nice. Well done. A big tick from both of us, which doesn't happen all that often.
It's rare, yeah. We do not have a lot of watch agreeing capabilities there, do we?
No, we really don't. But yes, massive well done. I think they're great. Have a look over the back catalogue on the website. There's still a few of their other models that haven't quite sold out yet. A couple of their chronographs and stuff, which is just brilliant. They do a yacht racer that isn't a quartz, which is slightly more expensive, but has a more traditional movement, if you like, and is also bloody brilliant. So fair play. But tell us what you think. Is this something for you? Are you going to head straight over and order this from, I think Stratton, I think they're Swiss.
Yeah, I can imagine them sailing around Lake Geneva wearing this.
Yeah. Lake Geneva, by the way, just as a complete aside, is one of the most incredible places in the world, and you need to go if you haven't been.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It kind of blows your mind. Anyway, tell us what you think, because I think it's a win. I think it's a win, if I'm honest with you. I think it's a win.
It's 7 p.m. It's a Wednesday. Must be time for us at Fast.
Sorry, I'm a bit rubbish on the buttons today. What were you saying before I cut you off?
No, I was just saying it definitely was a win, but that's fine. No, it was nothing worthwhile. It was probably worth cutting me off. Don't worry.
Just a quick one. That's Bubba Wallace, and he's a race car driver. So I'm absolutely right. Just want to.
Yeah, you were calling him Bubba Watson.
Oh, was I?
Yeah. Google Bubba Watson. That's what I was telling you.
He's a golf driver. He
is a golf driver.
He's a golf driver. Oh dear, I've just made myself look silly twice there.
You're going to watch the tape back and then try and figure out if I was winding you up or not.
Oh, mate, I'm so riddled with this illness, with this disease, that I just can't seem to get my head straight.
She'll leave a lovely
I can't. Also, what kind of messed up human am I where I can't leave it? I just can't leave it. How many times have I picked you up on this show and you've gone, okay, cool, you've been the bigger man and you've just carried on, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. But me, I can't just lay and I'll show him. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Stu. That is Bubba Wallace, but you were saying Bubba Watson over and over. What an absolute tool I am. Good. Well, I look forward to receiving my backlash, both via the comments section and from you as soon as we go off air. That'll be lovely. But we do. I can't believe I've just done that. Look how wrong I am.
I'll show him. Yeah.
It really was an I'll show him, wasn't it? But I am wrong. Oh, that was painful. So we finish this week because it is getting near that time where we do unfortunately have to say goodbye. Not for me, of course. I can't wait to say goodbye because I feel quite embarrassed. But we always finish. It's only going to get better from here, mate. This is why we need a 2-week break. We finish every week with we tried to think a feel-good story. And actually this week, it really is a feel-good story. So thank you very much to the guys over at the Betfred Super League. which started again over the weekend. And there was a automotive feel to the rugby as it kicked off, rugby league as it kicked off this weekend. And this happened. Now you might have seen this. This is happened across a number of different sports where a small remote control car or car driven by a young human being delivers the ball to the center of the ground for the teams to start. Except this guy, he's just gone. He's taken off in his little M4 and carried on. No, got to turn around. There you go. Nice rugby chap. Turns him around. No. Yeah, this is all live, by the way, going out live, I think on Channel 4.
This actually went out live on Sky Sports. Yeah.
Sorry, live on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Turned it around. Right, go back to the centre. Give it to the ref and the two captains just to kick off the whole thing. Off it goes. Oh, cheers, man.
And we're so good.
Oh,
and
no.
No. And off again.
I got to tell you, when I saw this, I was howling. Look at him go. I mean, it's one of the cutest things I've ever seen, I'll be honest. Yeah. And everyone's kind of, going along with it because he's, only a young kid, right?
Yeah.
But how cute! And in the end, they just take the ball off him and go, right, sod this. We've got a match to play. But away we go. How wonderful, eh?
This was absolutely brilliant. And do you know what they kind of call the car or role the kid plays? Wizzy Rascal.
Wizzy Rascal.
Love it. And it was a bit of a rascal. The kid was clearly enjoying their moment in the sun there. Fantastic advertising for the BMW dealer sponsoring the wee car. Fair play.
Yeah, very clever.
And what makes it even better was the referee's name is James Childs. So it was a battle of wits. It was child versus child. And the child in the car won. Drives past a couple of times. A little bit of delay on the game. I don't think no harm, no foul. Absolutely fantastic. But kid, you had one job. Come on.
I know. One job.
And
the fact they stick a helmet on him.
Yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, though, great tactic. This proved to be one to forget for Castleford. They were absolutely trounced 34-10 by the Wolves here. So yeah, that was it. That was the highlight of the Super League weekend, and it was a weekend in a car. So give up on rugby, come to motorsport. Is the overarching kind of lesson here. Yeah.
Well, rugby league is an art form into itself. Not for me personally, but there we go. But yes, the Wizzy Rascal there, making sure that a lot of attention was on him there, and even more attention was on Halliwell Jones. There you go. Even more publicity now. Checking the post would be great. Thank you. Halliwell Jones there at where was it? Wolves.
It was
Warrington.
At
Warrington.
Yeah.
A place up north, which I've actually been to and is quite lovely. So there you go. One of the many places I've been to. But it is with a heavy heart. As always, we do have to come to the end of the show because we aren't allowed it out past 8 o'clock. Our mummies say so. But it is, of course, a big thank you from me for tuning in live. Make sure you do follow us on your social media platform of choice to keep up to date with not just what we're doing on our live shows, our live motorsport, and of course the automotive coverage. Make sure you head to our website to read all of our beautiful articles and keep up to date with all the latest news from the world of motorsport and automotive. We have many a damn fine writer on our website. Make sure you do head over there and read the latest of what they have to say about the world in which we all live in. Don't worry, it's pretty political free. It's apolitical, I believe, but maybe not for long. And of course, thank you to my co-host Stu for making sure that I look like a proper tit tonight. Mainly because of myself.
You do that all by yourself. You do not need my help to it. No, it's been fantastic. Great to sign off another season. We will be back in 2 weeks, but I'd like to finish today with a life tip, if I may. A bit of advice. Save the business cards of the people that you do not like, because if you ever hit a parked car, just write sorry on the back and leave it under the windshield. Many thanks.